Okay, on part two of this, now we need to work out the estimated mean. To do that, we add all this up and divide it by that number there. So to add them all up, you can use the sum function. Okay, so you click on this over here. Make sure the cell selected is where you want the answer to go. Click on that, push sum, highlight the range you want, or you can type it, D5 to D8, push enter. So we add them all up, gives us 22,000, and then we just say equals that divided by. Divided on a keyboard for maths with IT is a forward slash. So it's D9 forward slash the 20 in there. You could type 20 as well, because that would be fine. And there we've got the estimated mean as £1,100. The estimated mean of that here is £1,100. And when you look at the actual mean that we calculated, you can see that it's pretty close. Okay, so we've got the estimated mean there, and you've shown the skill of being able to group the data and do calculations like this, which again is in the level 3 skill ability, which will get you good marks when this is assessed. Okay, now down here, the estimated mean for Cardiff, so I'm going to change my headings again in there. It's going to be slightly different. One of the things you need to do, make sure you've got RP all in here, instead of if you're doing rent price, and if you're using house price, use HP. So I'm going to change this again to rent price in there. Make sure, don't know which one you're doing, but make sure it's accurate. Okay, there's marks for that. We want to change the HPs to RPs on these. A little trick you can do, if you highlight those cells and go to edit, find and replace, if you type HP and replace with RP and press replace all, it'll do that for you in there. So that's a neat little trick, save you a little bit of time, and you can always use those whenever necessary again. Over here again, I'm looking, I've sorted these. I'm going to do the first one, I'm going to do 0 to 500. Okay, in here, 0 to 500. And then I'm going to go up in hundreds. I'm going to go 500 to 600 in there. Just think it's going to make life a little bit easier for me to do the calculations. 600 to 700 in there. A bit fiddly this, but get there now. 700 to 800. So I'm going to highlight in there. 700 to 800, and then I'm going to go 800 to 900. And then 900 to 1,000 in there. Again, you could have gone up in 200 slots, you could have gone up in 150s. It's entirely up to you, okay? So we're going to look now. So how many between 0 and 500? So just the one. We've got one there. And then we got 500 to 600. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. We get this right. And then 600 to 700. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't include the 700. 6 there. 700 comes in the next bracket. So 1, 2, 3 in there. And then we got 800 to 900, so where are we? 1, 2, 3 in there, and there's 1 over 950. So we pick the midpoint, so that's 250 between 0 and 500. So the midpoint between 500 and 600 is 550. 650 between 600 and 700. 850, 950. And then we multiply the two, so equals that star that. You can keep typing the formulas if you want. Quick way to do it is to go up here, bottom right of the cell, you've got the plus, the blue square, Google Sheets, the crosshair changes, you can drag it down. Then we add them up over here. So we've got sum of that, add them all up. We need to have the total, so this should have added up to 20. If I did it right, I probably should have checked that first. So let's check, let's add these up to 20 using the sum function. Yeah, that's all good. And then we just say equals that, / is divide, / that there. We've got estimated mean of 660. So if we go back here, let's have a look. Look how close the estimated mean comes out. It's only 5 off. Really quite sort of a mathematical way of working these things out. You've now got some statistics to use when you come to writing your report. I'm just going to pop brackets around that there. So there you go. We've now used grouping data level 3 and worked out the estimated mean for 2 different areas.